Cody Rhodes was recently on Busted Radio and had a lot of new things to tell us about his WrestleMania 40 match with Roman Reigns. The first thing we need to talk about is about how he found out that The Rock was taking a spot in the match against Roman Reigns at the Royal Rumble. This is what he said. One thing that might be revealed in the documentary and might put things in a different perspective for people is I found out about the possibility of The Rock versus Roman Reigns the day of the Royal Rumble and had to leave that room head up and make sure no one knew what could possibly happen, and probably one of the more difficult days I've ever had in the wrestling business. This makes a lot of sense considering Cody said this on the Raw after winning the Royal Rumble.
But on Saturday, you will never know how much I needed you.
It looks like the news about The Rock taking his spot destroyed Cody's spirit, and he couldn't even hold it in on the episode where The Rock returned to finally confront Roman, which was never a part of the plan. Cody actually went off the script. This is what Brian Gerwitz said about that moment. The idea was supposed to be, it's like the Nixon-Kennedy debate, a little bit where you read the transcript and you're like, Nixon kicked his ass, but if you watch the actual footage, oh, he was a sweaty, terrible mess. Cody, it was supposed to be in some form, yeah, effing A, go get him, Rock. You're gonna get your ass kicked, Roman. Let's do this, and this uplifting promo, but instead he looked like someone shot his dog in the face in the parking lot. That, I don't think, helps matters. It might have not changed or affected anything, certainly on paper, and I don't blame Cody for that. He's real and one of the realest people I've ever met. At the end of the day, how can you blame Cody for this? Like Brian Gerwitz said, the American Nightmare returned to WWE. Then he finally got his main event match for the WWE Championship with Roman Reigns, where he was supposed to win the first time around at WrestleMania 39, but that's when Roman Reigns basically said, nah, that doesn't work for me, brother, and the plans changed to Cody working on redeeming himself and winning the next year at WrestleMania 40. So imagine Cody for an entire year is ready for that moment, only for The Rock to come out of nowhere and be like, nah, actually, I'm going to give it to The Rock. Go, Rocky. You got this. I can't wait. That's a terrible situation that he put Cody in, and I'm glad he reacted the way he did. It was so real that it led to the We Want Cody movement, and then we got the heel version of The Rock as well, which was incredible. I think that face Rock versus Roman probably would have been also really good as well, but it was never going to top this heel version of The Rock that we got for WrestleMania 40. The final boss is seriously some of the best work I've ever seen in professional wrestling. It's so good. It's so real. It felt like literally he wasn't faking it. Maybe he wasn't. Maybe The Rock was actually mad. So yeah, Cody's real depressed reaction led to the best WrestleMania buildup of all time. It led to We Want Cody. It led to the final boss, and it gave us the epic endgame main event at WrestleMania 40 and a great way to end Roman's reign. Honestly, we got so many great things, and also we're getting a future feud between The Rock and Cody, which will be a lot of fun. And after that, the Tribal Chief will get back in the picture to finally retire Dwayne Johnson. So this face right here is the best thing to happen to the WWE, and I really mean that. I did see a funny theory about this on Twitter talking about the situation, saying that Triple H and Cody's master plan was actually to force The Rock to turn heel, and this is what the tweet said. I thought it was so funny, I gotta show you guys. This is the way I see it. Triple H told Cody that he was going to main event against Roman Reigns early on in 2023. I think they mean 2024, but anyways, but then The Rock wanted to come back because he couldn't do the match in 2023 and decided to wait for the merger, and Triple H deep down didn't want this, but he technically can't overrule The Rock, and also can't blame The Rock because he has a busy schedule. So Cody winning the Rumble was Triple H's decision because he didn't want The Rock versus Roman because he was on board he would never make Cody win. Rock must have told Cody win the Royal Rumble and face Seth, and Cody also introduces The Rock to Roman, but this was a setup by Triple H and Cody to make sure The Rock got backlash and make it look like The Rock was trying to steal from Cody. And so after the backlash, they convinced The Rock to go for a different direction, and that's how we got Roman versus Cody. That's an interesting theory for sure. What do you guys think? Were Cody and Hunter plotting this entire time, or was it all just a coincidence? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Anyways, something else interesting that Cody Rhodes said on Busted Radio was hinting at possibly getting a new manager during his title reign. This is what he said. It was something I missed when Logan Paul and I were doing the contract signing to see him flanked by so many people. I don't know, maybe I'm looking for the classic wrestling manager to join me on this title reign. Cody Rhodes having a manager is an interesting idea. I kind of like it. I don't know if it should be the same exact dynamic that he had with Arn Anderson, because that didn't go so well in AEW, but then again, that is a totally different audience. Maybe the WWE can replicate something similar and it might work. Who knows? Like I said, it's a totally different audience. I don't know who would be a good manager for him, honestly. Imagine maybe WWE brings back Jim Cornette. That might be a little bit too controversial, but it would make for great television. Maybe WWE can have William Regal come up and become his manager. We all know how good William Regal is on the microphone and making people care about things. Who knows? Maybe WWE will try to bring back Arn Anderson if he's not signed with AEW or did not re-sign a contract. I don't know, that might be a fun duo to bring it back and run it back. At the end of the day, I think it's a good idea to bring a legend to help with his promos. It will add some fuel to the fire. As we know with Roman, Brock Lesnar, and CM Punk, all of them had Heyman at one point in their title reigns, and so maybe someone else could help elevate Cody's reign. And the last thing Cody Rhodes talked about was his relationship with Triple H. This is what he said about that. Triple H and I have a really unique player-coach relationship that I would have never anticipated him calling the plays and me being able to run them. I do feel like I'm hitting on all cylinders. It's very clear that Cody Rhodes and Triple H have a great relationship, a great boss and employee relationship. It's because Hunter knows what the people want. He knew everyone wanted Cody to win, and so he gave the audience what they wanted, and Cody listens and gets the job done. Triple H was even reportedly upset with the decision to have Cody win the Rumble only for The Rock to take his spot. It's clear that Cody is his main character in this era. So far, Cody had a great match with AJ Styles, and I'm sure he's going to have another classic match this Saturday when he takes on Logan Paul. I'm not going to lie, I think this run could be full of 5-star classic matches. This is going to be a special run. And the last story of the day is about Raw when they moved to Netflix. This is what TKO's president said about the content we should expect to see. TKO president Mark Shapiro states that he thinks the very first genre you'll see out of WWE when it moves to Netflix as part of the deal for Raw rights next year in terms of ancillary programming will be a show/docuseries similar to Formula One's Drive to Survive. This is great news. WWE already creates and produces so many great documentaries nowadays. They've done great stuff with Peacock as well as A&E, and I expect the same to happen with Netflix. These documentaries are always a blast because you get to see the behind the scenes, plus the insight is always incredible. That's why so many people are excited to see the Road to WrestleMania 40 documentary that was supposed to release a long time ago. It was supposed to be released a few days after WrestleMania. However, there's been a delay. Some fans think it's The Rock honestly changing the narrative of WrestleMania 40, but I don't think that's the case. It's actually been said that the documentary was supposed to be 15 minutes, but is now over an hour long, so it should be interesting to see that documentary. What do you guys think comes out first, GTA 6 or WrestleMania 40's documentary? Anyways, like I said, all documentaries are so much fun, so this is great for the WWE as well as Netflix and TKO. Anyways, that is it for the video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I hope y'all enjoyed. If you did, please make sure to leave a like and subscribe for more, and I'll see you all in the next video.